Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Keith Papini's wife Sherri went missing while out on a run on November 2, 2016. She was found 22 days later, bound up and beaten 150 miles from her home. However, after a careful investigation, Sherri turned out to be the mastermind of her own kidnapping. Keith is Sherri Papini's husband. The couple reportedly got married in 2009 and share 2 young children together. On April 22, 2022, however, the Sacramento Bee exclusively revealed that Keith filed for divorce from Sherri 2 days earlier. The announcement came days after Sherri pleaded guilty to 1 count each of mail fraud and lying to a federal officer. According to court documents obtained by the U.S. Sun, Keith wrote, "The whole problem started in November 2016 when Sherri left our children at a daycare and simply disappeared. Both I and, especially, our children were traumatized by her disappearance, and I spent much time and money trying to find my wife," Keith writes. "The trauma inflicted on our children at the unexpected loss of their mother was heartbreaking," he added. As of November 2023, Keith is currently taking care of their 2 children in their home in California. Hours before she vanished in 2016, Papini sent a message to her husband Keith asking if he would be home for lunch. He said that he wouldn't be. She failed to pick up her kids from a daycare center and was reported missing on November 2. Keith told ABC News in 2016, "Everybody who knows my wife knows that there's no reason for her to leave. She was definitely taken against her will." Keith found her cell and earphones as he searched for his missing wife. FBI investigators didn't identify him as a person of interest after he successfully passed a lie detector test. However, 22 days later, on Thanksgiving, Papini was found beaten and bound. After a careful investigation, it was revealed that Papini faked her own kidnapping in an effort to be with a past lover. She initially claimed that she had been kidnapped by 2 Hispanic women. This story fell apart when investigators found DNA evidence on a piece of clothing that led back to Reyes. Sherri was arrested in March 2022 and later pleaded guilty to making false statements and mail fraud. On April 12, 2022, Papini was charged with 34 counts of mail fraud and 1 count of making false statements to police. She pleaded guilty to 1 count of mail fraud and 1 count of making false statements and was convicted on September 19. Papini was sentenced to 18 months in prison in her case and ordered to pay more than $300,000 in restitution to federal, state, and local agencies. After her sentencing, Papini stood before the court to say, "I stand before you humbled by the court. I'm so sorry to the many people who have suffered because of me. I thank you all. I am guilty of lying and dishonor. I trust in this court, and I trust in you. What was done cannot be undone. I am choosing to humbly accept all responsibility." She was released from prison in October 2023, 6 months early. On March 3, 2022, Sherri was arrested by police for allegedly faking her kidnapping. While cops searched for her, she was staying with an ex-partner 600 miles from her home in Orange County. The mom of 2 told cops that she was abducted and alleged that she was held at gunpoint. She claimed she was kidnapped by 2 women and provided sketches of the alleged kidnappers. She was found tied up, had a broken nose, and had a brand on her right shoulder. Cops revealed that the injuries were self-inflicted, according to NBC. Papini was charged with making false statements and engaging in mail fraud, according to People. Keith has not been charged with any involvement in the kidnapping. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office said they were unable to make a statement on the matter. They said, "What I can say is he's not being charged." On October 23, 2023, Papini appeared in court to demand a portion of her ex-husband's insurance payout after his California home was impacted by a wildfire in 2021, ABC News reported. Papini argued that she was entitled to half of the payout. However, Keith revealed the money was gone. He went on to state that the money was used for living expenses and a $500 monthly allowance paid out to his mother, who was housing him and his family. As Papini cried on the stand demanding her payout, Keith revealed Sherri Rack.